Hey guys, I'm KyrandisX's, or you may call me Kevin. This is the 2,000 subscriber special. I actually been thinking about this for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's just been like procrastinating over and over, and I really don't know what to like tell you. It's like the fact that I tried to think of a theme or a concept for so long is that it just didn't feel so special to me anymore. It's like I want to address you guys, like I want to say thank you, I want to make you like a very, very memorable video, but in the end, I overthought way too long, and then it's already like slipping away because it's like I'm at 2.5K now, or I'm pretty close to it. And then the problem was that I looked at my previous subscriber specials. I want to keep it short, shorter than usual, but I don't want it to be like so short where it's like nothing as well. So I'm going to tell you guys a story instead, and this is a bit more personal, I guess, in terms of me, so you kind of get to know me a bit more. Like, I am very, very grateful that most of you have subscribed, and then also any newcomers, welcome to the channel, and also thank you so much for watching my videos. I know most of you are Vindictus fans. I also play other games too. I play them to like a monstrous level. It took me a while to accept that, because one of the things was actually being humble, and then I never really accepted that I was really, really good at games. But then speaking with most of my friends, they're always like, yo, Kevin, you can't say you're not good at games when you are very good at games. It's kind of rude. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's like, I did not mean to do that, but it's just like, I don't know how to exactly like, I don't know the correct words to actually be confident about it rather than be a dick or an obnoxious ass about it. So it's just like, I just accept that I'm good, and that's as far as we go from there. Like, I don't want to talk any more about that, because it's a fine line between becoming like, you know, like just like way too much ego versus like, you know, just trying to stay, you know, positive. And then with those guide videos that a lot of you have watched, one of the hardest things is that I have to bring my mindset down, right? So it's just it's because I'm at a very experienced level, and I also learn extremely quick in terms of those games and everything. It's not that I'm like above you or anything. It's more that I just understand it much faster, because my gaming proficiency is extremely high, and I played games for like over 20 years of all genres and all types, like platformers. Like people who play games nowadays, and they're like saying like, oh, Resident Evil, for instance, is like, oh, you take 3 hits, you're dead, right? But back in the day when I was a kid, I played Contra. You take 1 bullet, you're dead. It doesn't even matter. You have like 3 lives, and then you take 1 bullet, your guy goes, wow, and then he dies. And then it's just like, oh my god. And then nowadays I play every game almost at hardest difficulty on the get-go, and it's actually still pretty easy to me. But I know that to a majority of the gaming crowds these days, which is a lot bigger than when I was growing up, because when I was growing up, gamers were kind of shunned, and they were like kind of like geeks, nerds, or whatever, and bullied upon or looked down upon because they played games. But nowadays it's more of a thing, and everybody kind of gets it, right? So in this subscriber special, it's also I'm addressing that, like, you know, I am good at games, but I'm not going to say like I'm magnificent across all genres. So it's just, well, not all of them. Like, if you ever challenge me to a sports game, I will concede defeat immediately. Like, that is my crutch. It's just like, you challenge me to a sports game, I will lose heavily. Like, I won't even try. It's like, I'm just gonna drop the controller and turn off the power and be like, you won, game over. But and then there's like games, I'm more into games like Vindictus or like Dark Souls or like Demon Souls, those action kind of games. And then I definitely like the stories of like Final Fantasy titles, and the graphics in the Final Fantasy, how they're presented. And then you've got like your platformers like Super Mario, Mega Man, shooters, like Killing Floor 2, Left 4 Dead. I always play like those to a monstrous level. I'm always at the highest kill count for FPS for most of those games, because when I play FPS, this is why I don't play FPS anymore, is because I get really, really jittery. So I get such an adrenaline rush that my pits here like sweat and start dripping. It's actually disgusting. I'm sorry I had to share that with you. Shit. But guys, something more personal about me is that it took a long time to get comfortable with myself. It's probably one of the hardest trials in your life. I also want to tell you stories on this channel, which is why I do vlogs here and there since last year. And one of the things that I wanted to do was a vlog about being comfortable with yourself. But because I found that this concept is actually much more special than anything else, I also want to share it with you guys in this special video, in the 2,000 subscriber special. It's been weighing on me for quite a while. and I had a discussion with like my best friend at over like a late night snack or whatever, and we were talking about it. I was asking him like, I don't know what to do for my 2,000 subscribers special, and then there's like all these things on my head, and he's like, you should just tell it to them. Tell them that it's weighing on you very heavily, and you just really want to tell them to them, and just tell them to them as how you feel. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. So one of the things was that when I graduated from art school, I was actually on the road to becoming an animator at a TV studio. But then the economy crashed at about like 2006, 2007, and that's when my interview went with it, and it just dropped and died. A few other things that have occurred in my life is that I've been on the newspaper, I've been on TV, I've been on, very briefly, not for anything like major, and then I had connections with Riot Games at one point because I was making League of Legends mods. Some of you may have seen that in the older videos. I had the emails, like I was exchanging emails with them, and then I was expecting character artwork to come through, but they never actually sent through it. And then I tried to follow up over like a course of weeks, and I wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to spam their email either. It's just like I was trying to be like, hey, is this still going through or anything? And then there was just no response, and then I didn't get any work, and I was so sad. So that was like a couple of years afterwards, and then I went into programming school, and then that's when I was like, I'm gonna make my own game because I'm tired of applying to places and just getting rejected. Or well, it's not even getting rejected. Getting rejection. This is where I was going with this. Getting rejection is a bonus. Like if you apply to places and they actually tell you no, you should consider that as a courteous thing because they at least told you no, so you're not sitting on the fence waiting, wasting your time anymore. Half the time it's like I'm always sitting here just waiting for a response. Fire about like 400 resumes out and like 1,000 in 1 month, and that was just October 2014. I fired out like 1,000 out. Now I only got like maybe like 100 responses back, about like 20 no's, and then afterwards I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. It was like, this fucking economy sucks. So I was like, that may have got me in trouble. I don't really know, but like if I took it on, I always put myself in the other perspective, and if I had to run my own business, it's like the people who I would actually interview or actually talk over the phone, I would just literally be like, tell them straight up, I'm like, sorry, you're not what we're looking for. I don't want to waste any more of your time, and I don't want to waste any more of my time. It's like, here's some feedback that you can improve upon your like whatever, and that's it. It takes like 2-3 minutes to do that, literally. Because I mean, I answer all you guys on YouTube as long as there's a reply button under your username, and for the most part, it's like I've covered every single question or comment that's ever come across, and that's over like hundreds and hundreds of them. So and also like private messages too. I'm not going to show the private messages here, of course, because they're private, and it's just like a slew of wall of text. On top of that, I also do blog writing on mmosite.com, which is how I get access to some of these games. The thing about rejection though is that this isn't only applies to job, it also applies to real life relationship stuff. Just think about it. If you got an answer, you got closure. If you got no answer, you're just waiting. It doesn't matter anymore. And then afterwards I just bury it and just throw a metaphorical fire in my brain and burn it, and it's gone. So rejection is like the seed of success. And same with failure. Failure is like, if you learn something from your failures, that is something that is going to bring you to success, because so it's like a shard of success. So I never consider failure to be any kind of like actual failure. The only thing that is like, I mean, if you want to look at the bright side, you succeeded at failing. So you're still succeeding. So just looking at the positive side of things. So it's just like, I know that like my game is high risk. There's a reason why there's no Kickstarter for it. There's no donation set up for it. There's nothing of that, because I want you guys to know that I wanted to make this game with my own funding as much as I can provide it until I see a very, very good solid concept out there. So if the game itself does not present itself very well to you guys, then I wouldn't be asking for like any kind of support. But like for the most part, you guys that have showed incentive or interest in the overall, like just into the small teeny little bits that I've literally shown to you, and most of you were like, whoa, that's already enough to tell me that I should go forward with it. Whether or not, I don't know how much of a success or failure it's going to become. I'm just going to do it anyways, just because I want to see what you guys will think of it when it's done and playing it and be like, holy shit, or be like, this game fucking sucks, whichever one. I don't really care. It's just I just want to finish it at this point because a lot of you have expressed interest, and to me that means a lot, and that's why I'm also very, very thankful and grateful. It's the kind of energy I require to actually push myself to get it done. So that's why I've also started releasing videos kind of like once a week or whatever. I spend most of my other, like I generally work Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays at my part-time job. Then on Wednesday I play games, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday I work on like these videos. Then I work on my game a little bit. I work on my like whiteboard and objectives and whatever on my blackboard over there. And then so far I've like, I even have a list of things that I've completed. So it's like, you know, vlog 21, vlog 20, lava side video, EV staff, Regina, and it's like other things. And then I start to do like quick tips. Anyways, so yeah, it's just it's quite a journey, guys. Hope most of you will stay too and continue, like, you know, enjoying the videos that come out. Tree of Savior has hit recently, and that is one of the MMOs I want to like get attached to. Vindictus, that's always going to be around. Dota 2 is also another favorite, and I've also played like a lot of things. So it's just like this is the 2,000 subscriber special. It has to be a multiple of topics. I can't keep raising the bar so high where I over exceed my own expectations to the point it's unrealistic anymore. So the best I can do is just tell you this story of, like, you know, failures and successes, rejections, mentalities, and what I accept as myself as a person. So being comfortable with yourself is one of the hardest things you'll ever encounter in your life. I mean, you could be rich, you could have $10 billion, you could have $0, and you could still not be comfortable with yourself. It's not a monetary thing. Success isn't measured that way. So, like, for instance, here's an example. You could have $10 billion. You can't even spend all that in your lifetime. Or like even like if you're struggling right now, and then there's things you want, and it only amounts to like $110K or whatever, and then you got like $1 million. Now you have $900K left over, and then you're just like, what do I do with this? And then that's like, now you have a plethora of options. You have so many options. Everything's open to you, and you have nothing left to strive for. So that to me isn't like a fulfilling life. That to me is just like your life has finished, and now you don't know what to do because you're now not working towards anything to improving yourself, and you may be comfortable in the state you're in, but whether or not you're comfortable being complacent is a completely different story, and that would mean that you might actually turn up miserable. So it's always a struggle, guys. If you know how you got there, then you definitely will appreciate it when you arrive there. So guys, I just want you to let you know that, you know, I'm always here. I always try to be positive. I always generally try to record in a good mood, and I also try to respond to your comments in a good mood. So, because in the past I've always realized that, like, I read some of your comments, and then I'm just like, I really want to say something really mean, but I'm not going to do it because it's stupid. So I walk away, and then I go make myself a cup of hot milk tea, and then I drink it for a little bit, watch a little bit of like stupid TV shows like Bar Rescue or like Kitchen Nightmares or something. Watch somebody yell the anger out, and then I respond to your comment while I'm busy laughing, and I'm just like, this is so much better than what I thought 10 minutes ago. And that's what happens. So it's just like, you know, if you've had a bad day, I've told this to so many people this year, like in the past 6 months. If you've ever had a bad day, guys, the best way to get revenge is to make it better. On the bad day, that's right. You just fight that bad day by making it better. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It can't get worse. It can't get worse than that worst time I had in my life in that vlog where I was telling you about like the worst day of my life. And it was just I think back to it and I can't help but just laugh now at the whole situation and how ridiculous it was. Literally, like, dumped by my ex and all these other things. But guys, my next goal is like 5,000 subscribers, and it's not too far away. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just other than that, I need to work on my game. Fuck. Like, Jesus. There's like all these writings over there, and I just have to like finish it. I'm pretty sure I can show you. Look at this shit. Like, it's all there. And then it's like all there. It's like unreal. Ugh. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'm so grateful that you guys have many of you have decided to subscribe to my channel. Over 2,000 of you. That's quite a lot of people. Like, you know, 350 is like a lecture theater. 1,000 is like a rave or something. I've never been to a rave. I don't want to. 2,000 plus, I can't even fathom how much space that would take, but it's 2,000 people. You guys bothered to click that button. You guys bothered to come here and chat with me via comments, or like, you know, just meet me in games or whatever. You guys, like, and then those of you who are trolling me, I actually just read your comments and cry a little, and then I walk away. And then I don't respond to you. And then those of you who always ask me questions, I always try to answer you as best as possible. And because to me, that's my idea of being a YouTuber. I love to answer your questions. I try to do it with as much information as possible. I try to be accurate. There are times I am wrong. I've caught myself on it. I had to insult myself afterwards just to humiliate myself, to make myself feel better because I was actually wrong. So it's like a justified punishment on myself. And then there's also, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just, that's all I can say. Like, I'm really happy, and it's just, I don't know why it doesn't show. I can't emote shit. Like, I'm such a melancholy bastard. Like, I cannot emote anything until I go crazy at myself, and then you see me smiling like this, I'm laughing all over the place. It's so messed up, Kevin. It must be because I'm like, you know, alone here most of the time, just working on a project, barely talking to anybody. And then like these videos are like my only portal to the outside world. Whereas I'm just like always here, and I'm just working away at whatever I can. Because I do want to do like my career goal is just basically working everything towards any kind of like games industry, games writing, game creation, game playing, guides, whatever. Alright guys, so I'm KyrandisX, used to be KyrandisX's. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Oh, bros, I'm gonna hurl. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, receive the Gonna Hurl title. What's the next one? Rattled? That'll do it another 50 times. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, look at those stats. Ugh. Bros, I am so done with this. Holy shit. Just die, Charles. Just fucking die. I sold my soul to this guy, like... Look at this. What is it? That was called Rattled. 99 out of 100. It's my 100th run, guys. Freaking crazy. Oh, my fella's profile picture there's going nuts. Oh my fucking god.
I'm so done with this. Holy shit. In the previous little clip, you looked at my face. My face was like already so done with it at 50. And then I did another 50. Fucking shit. The thing to do for titles. Oh my god, it's like Guild Wars 1 all over again. Guild Wars 1 I was like titling like a freak too. I guess Vindictus took that over. Freak show Kevin on the loose. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, finally! I got the title Rattled. I don't know if I want to do 1000 Dare. Do I really want to do 1000 Dare? I want to cry. I have 490 out of 1000 pouches found. Ah, we will receive the Rattled title. Finally. You have no idea how unreal this is. Ah yes, my willpower plus 5. I guess it was worth it all along. Where is it? 1000 Dare. 1000 Dare, I'm at 490 out of 1000. Jesus. That means I have to do another 100 runs to get all the rest of them. And I've got like these Phoenix wings. And look at all these pouches I got. 82 special ones. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Hey guys, so, yeah, this is my Eevee, and I farmed up 25,000 ability points, and, you know, I've never actually owned a weapon that's above plus 11, and, the other day I was just, flipping around, and then, I destroyed a weapon, and I YOLO'd it, and, you know, it's go big or go home. I'm gonna go home, so whatever.
And, was your item destroyed by enhancement or an enchantment? Yes. That would explain the morose look on your otherwise cheery face, like a cat forced into a bath. Well, I know how to fix that. Prepare yourself for an influx of knowledge. What? Did you know that items have souls? I'll take that dumbfounded look to mean no. During my travels, I stumbled across another, well, I suppose you would call it a dimension. A land of cold air and steel covered in harsh white dust, lit by the most peculiar sentient flames. As they swirled about me, I realized they were the souls of items, weapons, and armor broken and discarded. I intended to bring some back with me, but it took quite a bit of my fortitude, what you would call AP. When I returned, I realized I had seen the results of failed enchantments and enhancements. I realized I could save them. I fear you too had experience with the other planes of existence in the journey, but I know the way. If you want to attempt to revive my precious lost items, I'll go in your stead. We humans need to stick together, but there's no reason the items should be left to wander that void.
We humans need to stick together. This cat is a human.
Would you like to give it a try now? Resurrect.
Oh, what do we have here? A plus 14 skeleton staff. I was trying to plus 15 it, and then it exploded, and, yeah, I'm just gonna... If you destroy the item again, you can never restore it. Okay, I hope to never destroy it again. So I have a plus 14 staff now. The first time I've ever had a weapon pass plus 12. Holy shit, this thing is bright. What are my stats now? 21,000, 89 balance, and 43 attack speed. Unreal. Holy, this thing is bright. Anyways.
More power!